Hi everyone, this is Tammy, owner of Worthyworthitpriceless, and today's podcast is titled God Will Provide. So today is my daughter Yavea's fifth birthday. So she's 5 years old today. And I am so happy basically to have a 5-year-old for the most part. But it wasn't always a happy journey. It was a journey a lot of times with uncertainty and ups and downs. So I realized or found out I was pregnant basically on Valentine's Day of 2015. And even at the beginning, there was I wasn't sure. I know I had to go to the hospital really early because it's like I threw up blood. It wasn't like a lot, but at the end of the day, it's like I was scared, so I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. And so I went to the doctors and the emergency room, whatever, and I heard her heartbeat. And at that moment, it was funny because they were saying that I wasn't as far along, so I shouldn't have been able to hear her heartbeat, but I did. And it was, I don't know, it was just something about that, like just hearing her heartbeat and everything like that. And so basically I knew then that, I was, sorry, it really hit me that I was going to really be a mom. And, like I said, the journey was a journey of ups and downs. It wasn't always met with the best from a lot of people around me. And so I had to fight with that early on in our pregnancy. And then, so you fast forward, I have 2 years later, me and her father break up. And then like a couple of months later, then I find out that Yavea has autism. And basically I'm starting a journey of being a single mom, trying to raise a daughter by myself, obviously. And then, her having autism and going through that or whatever. And now, 5 years, now she's 5 years old and everything like that. And long story short, I am so grateful to God because throughout that whole time, it was a lot of uncertainty from being a single mom to her having autism and just trying to find out myself and then trying to find out her and trying to teach her and all this other stuff. God provided the whole way. He never left me. He never forsake me. And he never abandoned me. And that was something that was really that I love the most about God. And because as we all have had issues or situations where people have left us or abandoned us, it is so comforting to know that God is always there for you. I know a lot of times it's hard because you can't see God and you can't, really feel him, touch him, or this, that, and the third, like physically for the most part. But God always provides, and he's always there, whether you know it or not. I know that there was times that I was going through things, and he sent people around to help me. Even like my landlord, like that is, I know that some people are like, what, your landlord? Yes. When I lost my job, and I was going back and forth to welfare trying to figure out and see if they would help me, keep my apartment or this, that, and the third. And they were giving me like the whole runaround. And she was like, I know that you're really trying. She was like, you could just give me whatever. Like, you can even give me like $10 or whatever, like whatever you have or whatever. Like, I know that you're really trying or whatever. And she was trying to help me even get assistance to keep my apartment and everything like that. And so it's like God has sent angels one way or another, and he'll touch people's hearts and everything, and he will always provide for you. So even though your situation may seem dire and you don't know how you're going to make it from one day to the next, God will provide for you. Everything will turn around, and I am a living witness. There is, in these 5 years, my God, I can never We pay God for everything that he's done. But even like my daughter even being here is like a testimony within itself. And the point, I know that she's never said mom to me or mommy to me. My mom says she's heard her, but I've never heard her. But yesterday we were like in the, I was putting her to bed or whatever. And I had a picture of myself up or whatever. And I was like, where's mommy or whatever? Because like I said, she's never said mommy to me or anything like that. And she was able to point at me. And I was like, where's mommy? And she kept pointing at me, at the picture of me. And I was like, oh my God. Like, and it means a lot because like I said, like my daughter, she's autistic and she's like level 3 severe autism. She's nonverbal. So for her to even do that, it was a lot for me. And so no matter what, God will provide and he will have people come into your life to help you get to the next level or at least clear your mind. It'll be like somebody that'll give you a smile that you might need or somebody that'll give you a hug that you might need or they'll tell you like, God told me to tell you this or God, you know what I mean? Or somebody give you money if you need it or whatever. And God would, and it'll be like a lot of times where you haven't even told anybody that you were even going through anything and God will just send somebody. So if you're going through something, give it to God, give him your burdens, and let him provide for you. Don't always think that you have to be Superman or Superwoman. Lay it down. He already knows what you need. He already has provided a way. But sometimes we get in our own way because we're trying to handle everything ourselves. And I know sometimes you might be in a situation where it seems helpless or hopeless, but it's never hopeless or helpless. God is always there for you. He's going to make a way. Like I said, I didn't know how I was even going to pay rent. I couldn't even get a job. And like my degrees didn't mean nothing. My work history didn't mean nothing. It meant nothing. And at the end of the day, out of the blue, I got a phone call from a job, and it was like, it was God, basically. So just know that God will always provide for you. He will never leave you. He'll never forsake you. He's not like everyone else in your life. He loves you. He cares for you. He created you. He knows everything that's on the inside of you. And you're going to make it through whatever hardships that you're going through right now. I know you can't see it right now, but just trust me. Or don't trust me, just trust God. Put it that way. And just know that you have worth, you have value. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on God. It's going to work out. One way or another, it's going to work out for you. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Trust me. Or trust God. You know what I mean. But until next time, always know that you have worth, you have value. You are worthy, worth it, and priceless. And until next time, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Love you guys. Bye.